Dish. I'm Alli. I'm a nutritionist and a yoga teacher and author of the Smoothie Book. And I'm here to talk to you every week about nutrition topics. Super excited about this week. We're talking about bananas. One of our favorite fruits in our house. Always have bananas here. So we're going to talk background. What is a banana? We're going to talk about history, general information, all the cuisines around the world that use bananas, which is a lot of different cuisines. And we're going to talk health information, and also we're going to do a recipe for walnut oatmeal banana cookies. All you need is those 3 ingredients. I'm really excited about that. It takes about 15 minutes for them to bake. So we are going to talk a little bit, then we're gonna make the recipe, and then we're gonna talk a little bit more, and then we're gonna see how the cookies turn out. Really exciting. Okay, so let's discuss, what is a banana? A banana is an elongated edible fruit from several different kinds of flowering plants. So we're going to talk about, there are many different kinds of bananas. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. So they are botanically considered a berry, which I found that really interesting. And some people describe them as leathery berries, which I could see that, since berries usually have a little bit more juice in them than bananas. And they have a protective outer layer, the peel or the skin, and then they have many long, thin strings that go between the skin and the edible part inside. So that is the least favorite part of my son's of a banana. When my son eats bananas, he's always like, "Oh, take the strings off." So I get it. But those are part of bananas. And let's see, in some areas of the world, bananas are used for cooking, and those are called plantains. We're going to talk about the difference between bananas and plantains as we go through the show. And the fruit and the peels vary in color, in size, all of that. We're going to talk about that as well. But they can be, the peel can be green, it can be red, it can be yellow, it can be purple, it can be brown. I even saw a picture of a bright blue banana. It was pretty cool. I didn't further research it, but I would like to find out more about these bright blue bananas. So that's interesting. And then they vary in size too. They can be tiny, they can be, the size that we're used to at the grocery. Plantains are usually a little bit bigger, so we'll talk about that. And they grow upward in clusters near the top of the plant. So that's kind of the information about what a banana is. So history, where do bananas come from? Well, they are native to the tropical South Asia, Southeast Asian parts of the world. Some people say India, some people say Malaysia, some people say Australia, and they're likely, from my sources, say they're likely to have first been domesticated in Papua New Guinea, which, but typically grown, cultivated, all of that in warm tropical areas. Okay, so some people say they were first cultivated in India, some people say Papua New Guinea, but as we know, they've traveled around the world, and they were introduced into the US markets in the 19th century. Okay, so let's talk general information, then we're gonna start making the cookies, which sounds so good. They're gonna be a great after school snack today. Okay, so bananas are one of the most common fruits in the world. Worldwide, there isn't a real distinction between bananas and plantains. Some people use those words interchangeably, especially in the countries where that use the plantains, things like that. But when we say banana in the US and the Americas, we're talking typically about the sweet dessert type banana, this one. But sometimes people refer to bananas and their plantains, and those are the starchier versions. We'll talk about that in a little bit. So Cavendish is the variety of banana that we're used to mostly in the US in the grocery stores. They're also called dessert bananas. They're the most common variety here and in bananas, walnuts, it. That's it. Okay, so I have preheated the oven to 350. And I cut the recipe in half too because I just want to make a batch. One full batch makes 16 cookies. Let me know. Okay, so we're gonna start with it. I love quick, easy recipes, especially for snacks. This is gonna be a really good on-the-go snack, maybe even a breakfast item here for a quick, sometimes we really good. But we're just sticking with simple. Okay, walnuts. This is gonna be good. We have walnuts at our house all the time because they're so good for you. If you missed the episode on walnuts, check it out. Parchment paper and on a baking sheet. And we're just gonna make little mounds of cookies. These might be a little bit bigger than, well, maybe not, because I think it'll make 8. Okay. Gonna kind of push them together. Okay. These are gonna be good. These are gonna be good. I'm guessing that they kind of keep their shape since it doesn't have any sort of leavening agent in them or anything. Okay. And yeah, that's perfect. 8 cookies. This is definitely going to be something we're going to eat today. Yum. All right. There's one that's a little bit smaller, but that's okay. That can be the sample cookie, just so we can taste it and see how it is. Okay, so kind of tight quarters here, but I'm gonna put these in the oven. There we go. And because I'm doing half the recipe for travelers, so apparently there is a banana pancake trail that travelers go on where they seek out these special banana pancakes along the way in certain cities and towns. So, okay, what else? So dried bananas can also be ground and made into a flour. I've used that before in smoothies, super good. And a little bit of an apple flavor. Manzana is the Spanish word for apple. So it has a little bit of an apple flavor. So it can be kind of used similarly to the Cavendish. But I saw a picture of them interesting as well. And then the plant is a pretty good amount for fruit. And 17% of our vitamin C needs, which that's pretty awesome too. I think, most of the time we're thinking oranges or citrus fruits have the vitamin C. Well, bananas have a little bit too. Okay, so speaking of potassium, bananas are really known for their potassium content. Which is good. It does have some. But they're a prebiotic. If you haven't seen my episode on pre and probiotics, check it out. Gluten-free, even diabetic friendly eating. They recommend that you have a half of a banana, so you eat them a little bit more in moderation because of the carbs, but the fiber helps with that as well. Ooh, we've got to check on those cookies. Okay. Let's take a look. I'm going to squeeze back here. I'm going to give them 2 more minutes. 2 minutes more. 1, 2. Then I think they'll be good. So that will be a total of 14 minutes. So really the only diets or lifestyles that bananas aren't included on are keto, because keto really does look at carbs, and FODMAP, which is a diet for people that have some digestive issues or IBS, the irritable bowel syndrome. They say they have a do eat list and a do not eat list. Bananas are on the do not eat list. So there we go. Okay, so are there risks in eating bananas? Well, of which is if you take beta blockers raise the potassium in our blood. So eating bananas could raise it to a somewhat unhealthy level. So you just want to ask your doctor how much banana you can have per day, per week, things like that. Because too much potassium could be bad for our kidneys, all that stuff. So talk to your doctor about that. Some people say bananas may cause migraines. Not sure if that's true. Some people say yes, some people say no. Talk to your doctor about that. And some people are allergic to bananas. So if you are, then please avoid them. But otherwise, they're a pretty portable snack to have on hand. I have banana and peanut butter, banana and walnuts all the time. Our son typically has a banana while we read a book at night. So bananas are key in our house. And what is the best way to store a banana? Room temperature, away from direct sunlight, direct heat, things like that. And they should be good. So that's the info on bananas. I'm gonna take a sip of my water. Checking on those cookies. Okay, I'm gonna move this chair and, excuse me, get my handy little oven mitt. Okay, and turn this off. All right, actually I'm gonna have to move my cutting board just a tad so I can open that. All right, here we go. Oh yeah. These look great. These look great. I think they'd be really good if you added cinnamon to them too. Look at that. Oatmeal, walnut, banana cookies. They're actually called Healthy Banana Oatmeal Cookies. Healthy Banana Oatmeal Cookies. Okay, so that is the info on bananas, which are great. If you follow me on Instagram, I posted a pretty funny picture today. Check it out. And I'll be posting more on Instagram with the information on how to get the recipe. You can find it on relish.com. And it's called Healthy Oatmeal Banana Cookies. Otherwise, I'll post about it. I'll post pics. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you like bananas as well. I know some people really, really don't, but we like them here. And I hope you do too. All right, thank you all for joining in today. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Talk to you soon. Bananas.